Welcome to the Gorilla 5 video series. In this lesson, we are going to learn how to import a budget from Microsoft Excel into Gorilla. Now, even though you can import a budget created in Excel into Gorilla, the Excel spreadsheet must be formatted in a certain way for everything to line up properly. So before we go into Gorilla, let me show you a sample Excel budget which is formatted for import into Gorilla. If you go to your Gorilla 5 folder and then into your saved budgets folder, you will see a folder called Excel Budget Import Rules. The Import Excel Budget into Gorilla Word document simply reiterates this lesson into written form so you can refer to it later. Go ahead and open the Gorilla Excel Import document. Now let's take a look at this spreadsheet. Column A is the production group name, for example, above the line. As you can see here, it's cell A1. Let's go back to a budget in Gorilla and show the production total. As you can see, all items above the production total belong to that group. The next column, column B, is the account number, and then column C is for the category description. If we return once again to Gorilla, you can see where that ends up on the top sheet. So in summary, columns A, B, and C are all going to end up on the top sheet. Columns D and E are going to end up on the account level of the budget. You can see column D is the account number, and column E is the account name. Lastly, columns F through J belong to the detail level. F is the detail name, G is the account, H is the units, which do not import, by the way, I is the quantity, and J is the rate. There is no need to enter calculations or totals in your Excel budget because Gorilla will calculate it correctly. The proper equation will be the product of columns G, I, and J. Next, notice how the Excel spreadsheet is set up. For the cleanest import into Gorilla, make sure that every entry is on its own row. For example, look at above the line. There is nothing else in column B or C for row 1. Column B and C, which says 1100 story and screenplay, is on the same row because they are part of the same record. But 1101 is on the next line because it is its own record. If you format your Excel spreadsheet in this manner, you can then import it into Gorilla. Let's import this Excel spreadsheet into Gorilla. In Gorilla, go to the Budgeting Manager. From the File pull-down menu, select Load Excel Budget. You will see a quick dialog box referring to the sample Gorilla Excel import file. Then select Import. Locate the Excel file. I'm going to import the same Excel budget which is located in the Saved Budgets folder. Now a quick aside here. If you cannot select the file you want because it is grayed out, go to the Show menu and select All Available. On the next dialog, select Sheet 1 and then click Continue. You will be prompted to enter a name for the budget. I'm going to leave this default name for now. When the import is finished, you will be taken to the top sheet of the imported budget. Let's compare the imported Gorilla budget with the Excel budget. I'm going to go into Story and Screenplay. The first account is 1101, which is writers. The subtotal for this account is $329K. If we look at the Excel budget, you can see that each writer here is about $164K. Let's go into the detail level for this account. Here are the two writers at $164K each, and the subtotal here is shown at $329K. Let's check one more. I'm going to go back to the top sheet. The first category in the production total is 2,000 production staff. Here are all the accounts for production staff. In the Excel budget, the production staff accounts match up. And lastly, let's go into the Unit Production Manager detail. As you can see, the Prep Shoot Wrap is here matching the Excel budget. The amounts and the rate also imported properly. Notice, however, that the unit field did not. And that's something you need to enter if you want the units to appear in your budget. That wraps up this lesson. Have a great shoot.